Howdy, everybody. Welcome. Thank you all so very much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you are all doing well and had a fantastic weekend and a great start to the new work week. So today we are going to be cash stuffing some of our main cash categories and our main sinking funds. So let's go ahead and get started with our Would You Rather questions. Please leave your answer in the comments below, as I would love to hear from you guys. I think this is just kind of a fun, interactive thing to do. Would you rather be the size of a giant or the size of a mouse? Would you rather be the size of a giant or the size of a mouse? I feel like that could go either way. I don't know, you guys. If you're the size of a mouse, you'd get stepped on easily, and if you're the size of a giant, then you'd be a target. So I don't know. It's kind of tough. I think I'd rather be the size of a giant because I love to see out, and while I could go to a lot of places, being a mouse, because trust me, I live out in the country and mice get everywhere. I mean, in our kitchen, like, we can't even use any of our cupboards or drawers or anything below, like, our counters because we just have mice, you guys. No matter what we do, we set traps, we get the, mice repellent stuff. No matter what we do, we just have mice. And that seems to be, like, their main hub. So yeah, that whole area that we have, all our drawers, all our counters, our cupboards, everything under our counters, we cannot use because that's home to many mice. So mice get everywhere. So while you could get everywhere being the size of a mouse, I think I'd rather be a giant because I would like to see things. And being small like a mouse, you couldn't see. So that's my answer. But let me know what your answer would be and why, if you don't mind. I just think it's a fun, interactive thing to do. All right. Today, we are going to be cash stuffing 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. 238 today. It's kind of funny. We mostly do the same cash stuffing every week, but it seems like every week there's a different number. So that's kind of crazy. So how was your guys' weekend? Did you do anything fun? Did you go anywhere exciting? Do anything exciting? Just, stay around the house and watch TV and get to relax? What did you get to do this weekend? So our groceries is getting 100. So our groceries now has 150, 170, 190, 95, and 96. 196 as we got a whole bunch of groceries over the weekend. That was one thing we did this weekend, was grocery shop, among many, many other things. Our tax category is getting its typical 70. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So our taxes now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 315, and 320. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 110, 115, 120. Yeah. 320. Oh my goodness, you guys. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 315, 320. 320. Okay, we will get that right eventually, you guys. I am tired tonight. I don't even know why, because it wasn't really that long of a day, but I just feel exhausted tonight, you guys. Business gets 20, so it now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 41. So 141 in our business category. So yeah, our weekend was very, very hectic. If you watched my Monday mini video, you'll have heard me say that my stepdaughter was getting induced to have her little one, her second little one, over the weekend, and she did, you guys. She gave birth at 2 o'clock Friday morning, because she went in Thursday afternoon to get induced. She was supposed to get in her room and everything at 5:30. They started inducing her sometime after that. They put the balloon, to help try to get her. Well, I don't want to go into too many details, but anyways, you guys, the baby ended up coming really, really quick. There wasn't even time for an epidural or the doctor to get in the room. I don't think the nurses were really taking my stepdaughter seriously, because when she recounted the story to us, she said that she really felt like she was, getting dilated more than they thought that she would be, but they didn't listen until after her water broke, and then they realized that, hey, she was really close. And so they went to get the doctor, and they said that she, it was too late to get the epidural, because they couldn't, if she sat up, she'd have the baby more or less. So she didn't get an epidural, and they told her not to push. And she's like, I'm not pushing, but I feel her moving. And the nurse finally, barely went around the, oh my goodness, the foot of the bed, when, according to my stepdaughter and her boyfriend, the baby shot out. It just poof, shot out of her, she said. She's like, I promise I didn't push. It was all on her. So getting into the room at 5:30 to start the induction, and then they had her at 2 a.m. Friday morning. So it was really quick. I think that with the induction or not, that baby girl was ready to come out. So, yep. So now she has 2 little girls. So I am a grandmother to 3 granddaughters already. That seems so crazy. That was a blessing. And my husband and I watched her first little one over the whole entire weekend. They dropped her off with me Thursday night. So I watched her over the weekend, or Thursday night, and my husband got home late Thursday night. So then we watched her all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then my stepdaughter and her boyfriend got released from the hospital Sunday mid-morning. So then we met them for them to go home, and so it felt like an extremely busy weekend between watching the granddaughter, going up to the hospital a few times to see them and the new grandbaby and everything. And then we did some other errands over the weekend. We took my parents out to dinner, as last week was their anniversary. So we took them out to celebrate their anniversary. And you guys, it felt like a extremely busy weekend. So I just feel exhausted today. Like I said, work wasn't that bad. It's just between the busy on the go weekend with all the, excitement and adrenaline and everything. And then, everything kind of going back to normal this week. My husband went to work. I worked all day today. It's just kind of, I feel tired, you guys. So anyways, if I goof up, don't mind me. But our medical is getting $20 this week. So our medical now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 123, 233. That is awesome. I love to see that just getting more and more built up. All right, let's do our 2026. All right, this is from Save with Judy, you guys. This is her 2026 Save $300 Savings Challenge. This is for next year, but I am starting it early, so I am doing it November now, just because I really want to have this completed by October next year, because I use this for Christmas savings. So, and I like to start on Christmas around October. At least that's what I did this year. And it seemed to work pretty well, so that's what I'm shooting for next year as well. And again, this came from Save with Judy. She has a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop, and this was actually a freebie on her YouTube channel. Gonna color in the beaks. And I am terrible at coloring turkeys. I don't know what color turkeys are technically supposed to be, so yeah. All right, so there is that colored in. It's about $5 a week, depending on how many weeks are in a month. Some weeks will be $10 because it's $25 a month, but yeah. So far we have $15 in here. It's just slow and steady. And then we have our Christmas savings. We're going to put 23 in here. Again, this is for next year, so starting this early. And so far we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, $92 saved already for Christmas next year, you guys. That is awesome. Awesome. Get this tucked in here. All right, and for that, I am using Mini Brick Budgets. She does have a YouTube channel as well as a Ko-Fi and an Etsy shop. And this will save, her book will save us $1,100 at the end of the year. So I like to do $23 at a time to make that come out right. So let's grab our Christmassy colors here. We got 23 minus 5 minus 6 minus 8. All right, so we can do 2 4s and 2 2s down here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I do love these challenges, you guys, because I am a very visual person. I like having a visual of my progress. And so each page in this book will be save a different amount. Like this page, when this page is complete, will save us $200. So that's awesome. That is not the same blue we used before, but that's okay. Boy, you guys, you think it'd be really easy to stay inside the circle, but it's not. Of course, this is laminated too, so sometimes it's hard to stay within the lines in lamination. I feel like we're making some pretty good progress on this already, you guys. I mean, we've only done this for a few weeks since we finished our other challenge. Year-long challenge for this Christmas. So yeah, I mean, we've already finished 1, 2, 3, 4 full rows, plus almost half of another one. So yeah, you guys, I feel like we are making some awesome progress on that. Okay, let's go ahead and, sorry if I bumped you guys, didn't mean to do that. Gonna put that to the side, and then we are gonna do our faith savings. All these challenges came from Chasing Dreams Budgets. She has a YouTube channel and a Ko-Fi shop. Okay, let me try to get things adjusted to where you guys can see. Put that there. And I try to bring in $10 this week. I'm only doing 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, $8. So a little bit less than normal, but that's okay. At least we're doing something, right, you guys? Okay, let's scooch everything over here so you can see. Alrighty, again, all these came from Chasing Dreams Budgets on YouTube and then Ko-Fi. These are all scripture-based, so this is my faith savings challenge. We're going to roll an 8-sided dice. Whatever we land on, we'll get 2 bills. So starting over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that we're close on some of them, so part of me wants to cheat and, finish up the ones that we're close on, but I'm not going to do that, you guys. I'm going to play it correctly, and that's it. Took longer to set it up than it did to do it, you guys. It's crazy how that works sometimes. Now let's go ahead and bring in a green. We haven't used green yet. All right, so 3 got $2. Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22. It got $2. So now this one has saved us 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And whatever things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive. Matthew chapter 21, verse 22. That is so true, you guys. I mean, talking from, personal experience on my end anyways, I know that sometimes I get so consumed in just praying, like just praying for things, like health and, my family's health, my family's safety and things like that. It's just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like routine. Like I don't really put a lot of thought into it. And I don't really think about, truly receiving it. Or like if I'm praying for something specific, I pray it out and then I forget about it. Like it's just, you have to believe in what you're praying and you have to really, yeah, you guys, I am terrible at explaining stuff. Like it's in my mind, but yeah, so I know me personally, it's really thinking about my prayers and delving into them more and just believing in them. Like it's not just praying like, Lord, I pray, for good weather tomorrow to travel to work in. It's not just praying that. It's actually believing that, okay, Lord, I pray for good weather tomorrow. I am truly believing that I'm going to get to work safe, even if the roads are slick or whatever. I believe in you. I believe in you, your protection around me. So I believe that you will get me to work safely, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, that's just an example that came to mind, but I'm going to be quiet now because I'm terrible at that explaining stuff. This one got $4, so we can color in 2 leaves. Do you guys struggle with that? Like, it's in your mind of what to say and explain things, and then you start actually opening your mouth and it's not coming out like you want it to at all. So this one so far has saved us $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10. Okay. And speaking of traveling, I know that my parents have to travel out of town later this week, up to a kind of a touristy town up in the mountains. And it's not supposed to be very good weather up there. It is supposed to be kind of snowy, so they are worried about slick roads and stuff. So if you guys, do believe, I ask if you don't mind if maybe you could keep them in your prayers for safe travels this week. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, this one is, I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. Psalm chapter 9, verse 2. This one has $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8. $8. So we're making a little bit more progress in this. Not done with them yet, but pretty close. Let's see. We need 8 more in this one. Oh, I guess. Oh, we only need 6 more. 6 more here. 8. I guess we're not as close as I thought on some of them, but it'll be exciting when we get some of these done, you guys. So that is my safe savings, you guys. I have dyslexia, so I say things backwards sometimes. Don't mind me. That was our faith savings, our weekly cash stuffing, and that is it for this week around. This time around in this weekly. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate you all very, very much. Hope that you are having a fantastic week. Hope you had a great weekend and a great week so far, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much, and God bless. Bye.